This factory produces thousands of tons of steel every single day. Inside, temperatures rise hot enough to melt solid rock. This is where iron ore becomes liquid metal. The process begins with raw materials. And from fire and pressure, steel is born. Steel begins with iron ore mined from deep within the earth. Thousands of tons of raw material are transported every day. Railways deliver the ore directly to the steel mill. These materials are the foundation of steel production. Automated conveyors feed the factory continuously. Coal will soon become coke, a key fuel for steelmaking. Limestone helps remove impurities during smelting. Together, these materials prepare for the furnace. The furnace is now ready to begin. Inside the furnace, the transformation begins. Inside this tower, temperatures exceed 1500 degrees. Raw materials descend through layers of intense heat. Superheated air ignites the coke fuel. The heat melts iron from its ore. Liquid iron gathers at the furnace base. Impurities rise and separate as slag. The furnace releases its molten metal. Liquid iron moves toward the next stage. Now ready for steel conversion. Next, iron becomes steel. Molten iron must now be refined into steel. The furnace receives tons of liquid metal. Recycled scrap steel is added to balance the heat. Pure oxygen burns away unwanted impurities. The chemical reaction transforms iron into steel. Remaining impurities rise to the surface. Samples confirm the chemical composition. Precision testing ensures quality. The steel is ready to be poured. The next stage shapes the steel. Molten steel now moves into the casting stage. The tundish controls the steel flow. Cooling begins instantly. The liquid metal becomes solid steel. Water cooling strengthens the steel structure. Rollers guide the forming slab. Precision cutting forms steel slabs. These slabs will soon be shaped. Heat prepares the steel for shaping. Now the shaping begins. The steel slab now enters the rolling mill. Immense pressure begins shaping the steel. Each pass transforms the slab. Precision rolling shapes the steel sheet. Cooling stabilizes the steel. Precision sensors maintain accuracy. The sheet becomes a massive steel coil. One of the most common steel forms. Transport systems move tons of steel effortlessly. Now ready for finishing processes. Before final shaping, the surface must be cleaned. Acid baths remove oxidation from the steel. The steel is washed and neutralized. Moisture is removed before processing continues. Cold rolling improves strength and precision. Surface quality is refined to perfection. Advanced sensors detect even tiny flaws. Edges are cut to precise dimensions. The finished steel is recoiled for shipment. Now ready for delivery. Finished steel leaves the mill for factories around the world. Steel begins its journey to manufacturing plants. Automotive factories shape steel into vehicles. Steel forms the backbone of modern buildings. Bridges rely on steel for strength. Steel powers global transportation. Shipyards depend on strong steel. Steel drives industrial machines. Steel shapes the modern world. And it all begins here. Before leaving the mill, every batch must be tested. Engineers measure the strength of the steel. Hardness tests confirm durability. Microscopic analysis reveals the internal structure. Chemical composition must meet strict standards.
Laser systems detect microscopic flaws.
Thickness must remain perfectly consistent. Only approved steel continues forward. Now ready for delivery. The steel is prepared for distribution. Finished steel is prepared for shipment. Each coil weighs several tons. Safety checks secure the load.
Steel begins its journey across the country.
Railways move steel across long distances. Steel is shipped worldwide. Global trade depends on steel. Steel becomes raw material again. Transformation continues in new industries. Steel connects industries everywhere. The steel plant never truly sleeps. Fire and metal combine to shape the world. Engineering at an enormous scale.
Skilled workers guide every step. Copy that. Gauges are stable. Slab trajectory looks good. Confirmed. Adjusting tension now.
Technology drives modern steelmaking.
Temperatures are climbing. Adjusting flow. Confirmed. Production is up.
Steel shapes the cities we live in. From transportation to infrastructure. a machine of fire and precision. Producing the metal that builds the modern world. And this is how modern steel is made.